So I'm driving home from work today and I pull out of my shop. I'm in a 4-lane road, 2 lanes one direction, 2 lanes the other. It's 41 in case you guys from Georgia know what road that is. It's 41. I'm in the left-hand lane. The hills here in Georgia are pretty steep, so 41 I'm going uphill. In the slow lane, the right-hand lane, up ahead I see cars, trucks, particularly because they're bigger and I can see those over cars. Trucks are whipping into the turning lane on the right hand side and whipping into the lane that I'm in, going around this other vehicle. And they're flipping this vehicle off, they're yelling at this guy. You can tell that they're agitated. Obviously they're in traffic and traffic sucks. No one wants to be there, but nonetheless these people are there. So I signal at the guy in the slow lane who's in the lane of the car that is stopped in the middle of the road with its hazard flashing to let me over. He does. He happily lets me over. I get over, I pull up behind these people. I push the hazard lights on my car. I get out and immediately what I see is a pool of coolant underneath this guy's car. It's just running down the hill. And it's an old man and an old woman. And they're sitting in this car. It's broke down on 41. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Traffic is terrible. It's 91 degrees outside today. They're high as can be. They're sweating. And their car won't move. So I ask him, I say, hey man, does the car start? Does it run? He says, no. It got too hot, overheated, it got too hot, and blew coolant out of the radiator, and the motor stopped running. So he's got something terribly bad wrong with his car, but that's not the point. So I start pushing this guy. I try to push him going uphill, and I'm trying to push him over into the Sparkle skating rink that's right there to the right hand side of the road. Trying to get him out of the 41 and into the parking lot. The parking lot kind of goes downhill once you get to that point. Meanwhile, while I'm trying to push this guy's car by myself, there are fucking people honking their horn still and yelling, get out of the road, while I'm over here pushing it with all my might, trying to get this car off the road. That's fucked up. And then, no sooner than I'm about to give up, because I just cannot push this fucking car by myself anymore, I'm moving a centimeter every 30 seconds. All of a sudden it starts getting easier. And I look up behind me, and there's a guy that I work with came rolling up on his motorcycle, and I didn't even see him or hear him. I was just so focused on getting this old couple off the side of the road and out of harm's way to even notice his bike pull up and help me push the car. Probably a solid 3 minutes later, we finally get it out of 41, out of harm's way, out of the turning lane, into the parking lot of the skating rink. At that point, I patted the old man on the chest. I said, hey man, take care, have a good day, hopefully the tow truck gets here soon, And he looks up at me and he says, so there are still good young people out here. Listen, I know we live in a crazy day and age where people are being shot over eggs. People are being shot over the stupidest of things. But there still are good people. I'm a good person. I try my hardest to stay positive. I try to keep positivity in my life in a world that no matter where you turn, where you look, or where you go, there's negativity staring you in the face. It's not only staring you in the face, it's fucking weighing you down. It's like having a backpack full of weights just on you all the time. It's so rare that you actually hear about the good things anymore this day and age. It's unfucking real. Why is it the popular opinion or the popular stance to take on a subject or issue is the negative one. Why? Is it because it's fucking easy? Is it easier to complain, bitch, gripe, and whine as opposed to being happy, smiling? I know it is. It's because the day and age that we live in is a day that everyone feels a sense of fucking entitlement, when that's not how it works. We're not here to live off of someone else's shit. If you don't have something and you want it, you do what everybody else does and you work your fucking ballsack off till you can get it. You put your best foot forward, put forth effort, you'll be rewarded in the end. Anyway, the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell you guys is, let's stop bitching. Let's stop whining. Let's stop complaining. There are still good people out there. If you see someone on the side of the road and you think that you can help them and they need help, stop. See what you can do for them. Do I expect anything in return for pushing this old man and woman off the side of the road? Absolutely not. But the only reason why I shared the story with you is because the way we were being treated as I was pushing them off the road. I mean, people were still yelling, "Get off the road," as I'm pushing this car off the road. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? Anyway, I just had to share that. A little bit of thought going through my head. It's scattered as fuck, I know it is, but hopefully you guys followed it. And stay positive. Smile tomorrow when you wake up. It could be worse. You could not have a job. If you hate your job, you could not have a job. The only way to really appreciate the job you have is to imagine yourself without it. Imagine yourself without that paycheck. Imagine yourself without that car that you're probably paying for, or that house that you're paying for, or the apartment that you're paying for. Imagine yourself without your gaming equipment. The phone that you hold in your hand that you're paying for with the money that you're making at this job that you hate, that allows you to watch this video. Too often we take the little things for granted. Too often we take everything for granted. We need to be thankful for what we have and who we have. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for listening, as always, love your balls.